Hello, man. Back again with another exciting video. Hold on, let me look at the. Yes. Woo, man. So listen, we're back in it. We're back in the program again. Listen, we have the super chat now. So understand. Let's do it like we used to do it. Listen, I'm back in the game. I'm going to basically, good evening. We have LT, Pastor Brujo is in the house. So listen, we back. Well, listen, we're back at it again. The monetization is on. So listen, the super chat questions are always a priority. You know what I'm saying? So we have TikTok here. We have YouTube here. So let me hit my, what do they call it? Let me hit my, central air, because it's definitely hot up in here. Hold on. Central air. Woo! Getting a little hot up in here, man. Man, we got a couple of people tuning in today. Okay, we got a lot of YouTube people tuning in. Okay, let's go with this first. Hold on. You said in the last live that your destruction work can't be returned to sender if the target suspects something is off and goes somehow. Can the client be protected? Wait. Let me hold on. You said in your last live that your destruction work can't be returned to sender if the target suspects something is off and goes to someone. How is your client protected? Yo, did you read what you just wrote? You said in your last live that I'm going to read this again because maybe I'm not tweaking. So let me read what you wrote. You said in your last live that your destruction work can't be returned to sender. If the target suspects something is off and goes to someone, how is your client protected? Hey, listen, am I tweaking? I want to know. Hold on. Bible. More likes can attract viewers. I'm wondering, am I tweaking? Because I think the question that was just asked pretty much answered itself. Hold on now. We gotta set the tune. I don't like this music. I don't like this. I hope I'm not tweaking. I'm like, hopefully, I think that you answered your own question. Like, if it can't be returned, and you're asking me how does it protect the client? Listen, even if they go somewhere and it can't be returned, how are you going to be affected? I think you answered your own. I think you answered your own question. I don't know. Maybe you didn't. You wrote what you wrote, but I'm looking at your question and I'm like, I think you answered your question. If it can't be returned to sender, and they go to a spiritualist, and it can't be returned, your protection is by you doing nothing at all. Duh. But anyway, yeah. Don't mean to be rude, but I'm just for the sake of comedy and humor, I'm just being that way. Somebody on TikTok just asked me a question. Hold on. If you have a Haitian guard ring, such as this one, a Haitian guard ring, but this is a Haitian guard ring with diamonds, right? If you have a Haitian guard ring, can money spells be done from other people? This is one thing one thing I don't like about cross pollinating your work is that you don't know who you're dealing with. You go to one spiritualist and you get them to do work for you, then you go to another. How do you know if the other person you're dealing with knows what they're doing? How do you know which spiritualist knows what they're doing? Because now you get work done from this spiritualist and now it's off. You know what I'm saying? And then now you're in confusion because one thing is causing problems. Somebody just send me a super chat. Hold on. This is a priority question. See, okay. I answered that question. I have a super chat question here. Can you talk about Bawon Kriminel and its connection with Kafou? Oh man, listen, that. See, I don't know where that came about. See, voodoo is a very tricky thing. Let me explain something to you. Because the beliefs in Haitian voodoo. Let me highlight. Let me share this question. Hold on. Let me share this. All right. Phoenix 2 for $9.99. Super chat question. Can you talk about Bawon Kriminel and its connection to Kafou? Now, this is what I'm going to say about that. Is that when we're talking about Haitian voodoo, there's been so much changes in how the religion has been. Because at one point, listen, at one point, Bawon was in the Petwo family, right? And then he became Gede. So listen. So I don't know if you probably met someone that told you that there's a relation to Bawon Kriminel and Kafou, but I will answer your question the best way I can. Bawon Kriminel is a Gede, right? So as I said, at one point, the Bawon used to be of a Petwo spirit, right? And then later on became Gede. Weird stuff, man. But Bawon Kriminel, I would say, if I can go back in my memory, jog my memory for a bit, that is a man that, it's like this. You have death, and then you have a person about to meet death. Bawon Kriminel pretty much, from what I recall, relates to the person that's been condemned to die. You know, so you find that aspect, a criminal that's been condemned to die. So when, again, see, I'm about to take you into another level. See, when you're dealing with wording, Bawon Kriminel, when you attach these words together, you have to understand words, letters, all these things mean something. Numerology. When you're getting into these names, when you put these things together, see, I'm just saying, a lot of you guys is far gone, man. I'm just saying, man, some of you guys is far gone. And I'm going to say to some of you Haitian people out there from the mountainside, some of y'all guys is far gone, man. See, I'm about to break some shit down that y'all probably have not ever heard before from a numerological standpoint. You see? Numerology, right? We have Bawon Kriminel. When you put these two words together, Bawon by itself is one energy. Kriminel by itself is one energy. That's why when you go to Dominican Republic, there's a spirit they serve called Kriminel, right? Kriminel. So now, when you put these words together, you have Bawon Kriminel. So you have a criminal on the run, and then you have death. So now, when you have these energies coming together, it formulates one spirit. So now, how does that relate to Kafou? I have never heard anything of there being a relation. Because Kafou, only thing I can say between Kafou and Bawon is in a song they say, Si cimetière pa bay, what was it? Si Kafou pa bay, cimetière pa point, right? If you're Haitian, you probably heard this a lot in Vodou. Si Kafou pa bay, cimetière pa point. If the crossroads do not give, the cemetery doesn't take. So when we're saying, so getting back to your statement there, I haven't heard a connection between them except within a song. But even when it says Bawon, it's never towards Bawon Kriminel. When they say Bawon, everybody knows it to be as the Bawon, right? Not Bawon Kriminel, but most people know him as Bawon, right? The god of the dead. So what does that mean? If the crossroads doesn't give, the cemetery can't take. Everything has to go through the crossroads. And without the crossroads, there can be no death. So you have one giving, bringing into the world, and then one taking. So without either one of these spirits, the universe cannot exist. Because that's like giving and taking. You eliminate one, you destroy the whole show. Very deep, man. Okay, let me look at my TikTok. Let me look at the TikTok questions. Hold on. I need a Makaya Boko. Listen, let me hold on. Let me say something to you about these titles in Vodou, right? These titles in Vodou. You have Makaya, you have Sampuel, Bimbinding, listen, all these people call themselves names. Listen, the reality is nobody really even gives a damn about these names in the countryside, man. When you step down into Haiti, nobody, most of the stuff is like Mystique, Mystique, or what they call it, Mombo. Even the Mombos that are known as Mombos, most of the people, at least from my side of the country, they don't even refer to the voodoo priestess as voodoo priestess in Haitian culture. They may say Mystique, or Lisa Mombo, or she's a Mombo. But most of the time, when they speak of things, it's usually on a line of saying mystique. A person can be a Boko, but most people are not. Most people are going to say, mystique or whatever, Gaga, whatsoever. See, these terminologies is a thing that's focused on in America. A lot of people take these terminologies to be serious. Like, this guy is awesome. I see. Okay. But anyway, listen. Like in America, a lot of you guys take these terms very serious. Like this person just asked me. Someone just asked me. I need a Makaya Boko that can put somebody in the dirt, guaranteed. I don't need. Listen. I think a lot of you guys have watched a lot of a lot of movies. And some of you guys have been around people that don't really have experience like that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this: even if you was to attempt to do that, I don't think you even have the discipline and willpower to even carry that out. Because I think for a person like you who just made that statement, you're the type of individual that do something like that, and you'll be waiting like for 3 to 4 days. Man, how come this guy's still alive? How come this guy's still alive? Come on, man. You gotta have game, man. You gotta understand the reality behind this. This is not reporting people on social media, and then when their accounts get taken down, you say, oh, look what my magic did. Nah, man, we talking real shit, man. You said you still wet behind the ears, my brother. She said, my life has elevated ever since I started my hoodoo practice. That is good. That is good. I'm glad that is working out for you. Okay. So I got on the TikTok side already. Hello. Hi, bestie. Unicorn. What up? Okay. So now listen. I answered my TikTok questions now. So listen, let me go to YouTube. Back to YouTube. Oh shit, I gotta go back to these questions. Hold on. How to increase, wait. Let me look at this. Okay. Central, y'all not, what? Uncle Vodou? Central. Y'all not no motherfucking, it's Central. What? I don't even understand this individual. How to increase psychic energy or ashe? Okay. Someone asked me how to increase psychic energy. It all depends on what you mean by psychic energy, right? Psychic energy can be personal power, or if you're talking about psychic energy as a person who is able to read tarot cards, because that's a whole nother thing, a whole nother dimension in itself. If you're talking about psychic energy, or are you talking about personal power? Because personal power can be developed through abstinence from sex, abstinence from alcohol, drugs, etc. Have you ever, listen, because listen. Sometimes you can listen to music and you just feel the hairs on your body start to jump up, right? This is personal power, if you want to call that psychic energy. But now what you'll realize is when you refrain from sex, etc. If I'm so handsome, you need to get in my inbox when I'm done. You need to get in my inbox. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you look like. But listen, if you refrain from sex, You know what I'm saying? You refrain from it, you're going to see that there's going to be a difference. Like for me, when I used to fight, right? When I used to go to the gym, whatsoever, spar, box, whatever, I noticed after I had sex, I wasn't focused. I wasn't focused. Like I would feel off. I would feel like I didn't have the power. Now, again, that's one way. Eating the right foods. Eating the right foods can give you the power that you need to carry tasks out. Have you ever tried to perform a task on an empty stomach? You didn't perform well. Certain things can give you power. Now, what if you're talking about psychic energy in a sense of being able to read tarot cards? That has nothing to do with what I just mentioned. That has a lot to do with your control, concentration, and focus. If you got none of these, leave that shit alone, man. No, it's not Zelda music. That is classical. Oh my God. Ugh. Can the work be sent back to a client? Listen, I think I answered that question already. All right, so let me move on to something important. Okay, now, with your intranquil spirit work, hold on. What's my IG? My IG is my TikTok name. Haitian Bokor Leonard Elmira. Yeah, that's my IG. It's the same thing as you see on the screen. Haitian Bokor Leonard Elmira. You can't miss me. All right, let me look at my questions. What's my YouTube? My YouTube is the same thing as my TikTok. Haitian Bokor Leonard Elmira. Breakup work. Somebody from TikTok wants me to talk about breakup work. Well, breakup work is designed to separate. Oh my God, there's a lot of questions coming in. Breakup work for my TikTok questionnaire, right? Breakup work is separating two people that have a connection. Now, depending on how long they've been together, that will determine if this is going to be a long process or a short process. Depending on how long these people been together and how strong their connection is, and usually that connection can be determined by how long they've been together. But sometimes there's other factors that can hold a person together. But what a breakup spell ultimately does is that it makes the people hate one another, right? It's not going to happen in one day. It may start off as an argument here, an argument there, an argument here, and then as time goes on, they separate. But one thing I will say to people about breakup work is that, listen, you can't ever go off of, oh, they just separated one time. No, because they're going to keep on separating until they can't take it anymore. Mm-hmm. Okay. What if it's not working? The question is, how do you know if it's not working? That's my rhetorical question to you. How do you know if it's not working? See, my thing is this. If you don't have access to know what's going on, you're going to assume it's not working. See, one thing a lot of you people don't do who are wet behind the ears is that y'all don't understand that there's things that happen in between of you doing work. Mm-hmm. Don't look for the final outcome. Look for the movements to let you know that what you're doing is working. See, if you're not around a person, you don't have social media, you don't have ears from people telling you what the rundown is, because things don't happen when you expect it to happen, you assume it's not working. It's like the Jack and the Beanstalk effect. Jack and the Beanstalk will teach you a very important lesson on patience. Okay, now it's time to get my TikTok audience, my YouTube audience. With your in tranquil love work, how long does the work have to sit on a person before the effects of depression are irreversible? You said in one video that if it sits for a while, it's over. Okay. See, that's a question that I will say is trivial because that depends on the person, the situation. Because listen, somebody else, ultimately age can be a factor. What the person's living like, their economic situation. Because if they're economically secure, unlike a person who's poor, it can easily, unlike a person who's poor, it may take time to break that person down because they have so much barriers in their life that spirit has to break through. Well, ultimately, it depends on the person. If they're healthy, if they're mentally fit, because if they're not fit like that mentally, all it takes is a couple of stress situations to happen for them to break down. So those things depend. There is no how long. How long it should be when you feel like it's necessary. But the longer you sit on it, understand that the longer, basically, the more pressure that's going to be applied. And sometimes that pressure will be like, it'd be like the winter on a pipe, because the more pressure applied to a cold pipe, eventually it bursts. mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. The person, okay, now, okay, I answered the TikTok already. I got one more YouTube question, then I'm going to go back to TikTok. I gave 2 YouTube questions. Do you gain psychic energy from holding your semen? Now, again, what is your definition of psychic energy? Because I don't really think people understand what psychic energy is. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about chi, then I think that would be the best explanation. You know what I'm saying? Ki, what you want to call it. When you hold on to your semen, you gain power. All fighters know this. If you've been a boxer, you've been an MMA fighter, again, there's some dumbass MMA and boxers too. But a lot of classical traditionals know that you got this weird feeling when you have sex before fights, man. You're not the same. You don't have the same punching power. You don't feel it, man. Too much sex makes you cloudy, man. It makes your head cloudy. You don't feel like doing certain shit. It's like it just takes away. It just takes away from you. If we're talking about psychic energy, from the manner that I'm speaking about it, then it's your personal power. And when you hold on to your semen and stop busting all these nuts, you feel very rejuvenated. Your mental capacity increases. You'll be witty as a motherfucker after 2 weeks and no busting a nut. Check it, try it out. Mm-hmm. Okay, oh, second. Okay, we have a super chat question for $9.99. Man, we have a lot of people paying me tonight. Super chat. 1 second. What? Listen. Okay. Listen, let me tell my audience something on YouTube. Actually, I answered 2 questions over there. I'm going to come back to the super chat. I got to go. Actually, they paid me for this one. Hold on, you TikTok. I got to answer this question. This is a paid question. Can you talk about the financial benefits of the Master of the Woods medallion, and if it would be more hotter if it's 18 to 24K? It's not going to make a difference. And to be honest with you, the reason I would say this, I'm not going to say the reason, but I would say this: 1410K is more durable than 1824K gold. You drop 24K gold on the floor, it's gonna fucking dent. Something's gotta be at certain carats because it gives out more power. It all depends on what it is. But I tell you this on a cosmetic sense. You don't want to be walking around with 18K, 24K on. I mean, listen, if you don't care about denting your jewelry, cool, fine and dandy. That's on you. But it doesn't really make a difference. Durability wise, I go with 10 to 14 because of the durability aspect of it. The above, great, yes. Financially, they're great. But at the end of the day, listen, you don't want a fucked up product. So listen, answer that question. Okay. So now let me go to TikTok. All right, I answered that question. Boom. Okay, somebody what? What do we have here? I got a question. What type of hex is the best for? Man, don't ask me no hot boy questions like that, man. Listen, There's certain questions, man. Don't even ask me. Them hot boy racial questions, man. Nah, man. Nah, don't ask me those questions, man. Keep it neutral, man. Keep it neutral. Do what works. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem with somebody and you want to go do some hex work, do what works, man. Tell me the truth. Better the Haitian voodoo than the New Orleans voodoo, and why? First and foremost, let me say something to you. There's a reason why I spell Vodou, VODOU, and Voodoo, VOODOO. There's a big difference between the two. To me, VOODOO, that is just comedic shit. That's when I'm being funny, talking nonsense, talking about spell work, being comedic. This has nothing to do with Haitian Vodou. If we're talking about the religion of Haitian Vodou, then you spell it VODOU. That is real shit. That's not a game. That's nothing to be played with. Now, as far as Haitian Vodou versus New Orleans Vodou, I can't speak on that. But if anything, what I will say, if you're talking about religion, you know what I'm saying? The New Orleans situation is different because New Orleans, they took on their own, you know what I'm saying? They took on their own path, you know what I'm saying? Basically, they do their own thing. Haitian Vodou is different, you know what I'm saying? We do our own thing as well. So again, if you're talking about getting into the religion, you can choose whatever religion you want to get into. You know what I'm saying? That's what I basically say. You know, I'm not going to say one is better than the other. I mean, it all depends on what you're looking for. But again, it all depends on what you mean. Because some people, thank you. Some people can say Vodou and think that it's all about tricks and mojo bags and shit like that. Most of the time when I'm making videos and I'm talking my shit, I'm going to use that VOODOO because I'm clowning around joking. You never see when I'm talking serious shit spelling it as VOODOO. Never that. There's a reason why I spell them differently. You know what I'm saying? When I'm clowning and joking around, you're going to get that spelling right there. But when I'm being serious, I'm going to use VODOU. Because the masculine energy expels energy, feminine energy extracts. Okay. Mm-hmm. I listen. For me, let me tell you something. I don't. You know what? I don't get into the politics of Haiti anymore. For me, listen. I had to learn. If we're talking about Haiti right now, what do I? Somebody asked me, what do I think about the Kenyan troops that are about to invade Haiti? Listen. I'm grateful for what Haiti has done for me. I'm grateful, but I've got to the point where I only rock with those Haitians that still have it here, man. Because a lot of people, I don't know what the hell happened, but a lot of them have disconnected themselves from their spirituality, disconnected themselves from their culture. So listen, when it comes down to what's going on in Haiti, I don't even entertain that. It's to the point where, you know what I'm saying, I don't even watch the news anymore when it comes to Haiti. Same shit has been going on over and over. So to protect my sanity, I focus on things that's going to elevate me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Mm-hmm. AP, what up? What up? What up? Hello, AP. Here goes. Somebody asked me, what is the difference between Job and Bawon? Which one you think is aggressive? Of course, a job. Because a job is like, there is no joy, there is no happiness, there is no. A job is a baka, that is a monster. That is a very malicious spirit that can actually do harm to you or do harm to people. And there's no compromising with that spirit. Very scary spirit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just saying that, okay, wow. The new work you're doing for me is already showing movement. Yay. Thank you. Thank you for doing business with me. And I'm glad it's working out for you. Yes, aggressive and violent, Keisha. If you have a deity that crowns you, can people use that same deity to hurt you or block you if it makes sense? Of course. Mhm. Of course. There's been plenty of people who have walked with spirits, and the same spirit, a rival uses that same spirit to hurt them. Of course, it's possible. Now, why is that so? Well, that is beyond human comprehension. See, now you're talking about something that the carnal mind cannot grasp and understand. That is something transcendental. Why is it possible? And all in all, when you gain understanding, you'll realize it's all about energy. That's what it boils down to. Because a lot of people are gonna be like, how could I serve Ogu and this person is using Ogu to ruin my life? Yeah, that's the very twisted mind bending thing if you live in a religious world. See, when you transcend all the simagri, all the monkey business, you'll begin to look at everything as being energy at the end of the day. And in energy, there's no there's no cartoon antics. It's just energy. May the best man and woman or woman win. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about doing work on ops and you start to see the decline? Oh my God. Okay, let's get to this, man. Okay. Can you talk about doing work on ops and you start to see a decline in daily activities? Notice one of my ops told me she doesn't have motivation for anything anymore. She can hardly focus. Boom, boom. See, let me tell you something. Depending on the work you do, listen, everybody, let Let me tell you something. Everybody does their own kind of spell work. But for people that are into Palo, Mayombe, they're into the darker aspects of Voodoo, you're going to find a lot of them using something they call Zonbi or Muerto, right? Muerto, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, you know what I'm saying? Muerto, whatsoever. You know, I'm Haitian, so I got a weird accent when it comes to speaking Spanish whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? But the Muerto, we call it Zonbi. Now, when you work with spirits like this, when they latch on to your rival, when they latch on to your enemy, what happens is that there begins to become a decline in their mental capacity, their physical capacity, and other things in their life monetarily, right? So what does this mean? They begin to feel fatigue. They're not focused anymore. They're absent-minded. They can't concentrate. They're sluggish. They don't want to do anything. You know, and this is how it sits on them. At times they become very depressed. Yeah, they become very depressed. Sometimes they start drinking more, they start doing drugs more. You know, they don't have the desire to do anything. But again, that eventually starts hitting their health. The mental decline. You start again. There's people they stop taking care of themselves. They don't care about how they look. They start dressing any old type of way. I remember one person, literally, I'm not joking. I remember this person that didn't work on it, right? I saw them. I was like, you literally look like a zombie. Literally. Literally. That person looked like a freaking zombie. When I seen him, I was like, yo, you look fucked up. In my mind, I didn't say that out my mouth, literally. Why are you blocked? I don't know if you're blocked. I don't think I blocked you. How did I block you? Maybe you said something to me in the past that kind of pissed me off. Why don't you send me a message here? Send me a message here. I don't know. I don't know why you're blocked. Maybe you just did something or said something to me in the past. But ultimately, getting back to what I was saying, it affects a person mentally. It affects them physically, health-wise. And sometimes, understand this, is that you can't find me on IG? Well, message me here. I'll get back to you in my inbox whatsoever. But listen, these people begin to do irrational things. You don't show up for work. You know, these people start neglecting themselves. They just don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying? If they're on social media, what you may see, these people don't even care about social media like that. They don't even care about, they stop caring about certain shit. They just stop. That's what I have to say about that. One second, hold on. How does the lust spell affect a person who wants it done? Who wants it done? Well, listen, you may find that if you're working, of course, you know it. You may find that if you're working a lust spell on someone, you may find that you begin to get attracted to them. You may find yourself being aroused. You know what I'm saying? That's how that thing works. Would you work with Legbot to gain women? Why would you do that? I'm just saying. In my years of doing work, me being in the Haitian voodoo community, I've never heard anyone say utilize Legbot to get women. I don't know where you got that from. I don't know. Can you protect yourself from that dough? Is Zonbi the best thing I can say? Somebody just laughed at that. Listen, right? But listen, I would say, you got to be thinking all the right places. You got to be thinking all the right places. Big girls can get it too. Yo, but listen, let me see something. Yo, let me see something. Hold on. Yo, what we have? Let me see something. Let me see something. Hold on. How does? Okay, I answer that question. Oh my God. What is a loi travail? Oh, what is a loi travail? I've had a loi travail. What does that mean? Loi, spirit entity, spirit being. One second. One second. Let me go to my library real quick. I'm going to answer that question real quick. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, one sec. Okay. What is a loi travail? I've heard a Wugan tell me about Cousin Zaka being with me, and I'm interested to know why. They never went into depth in detail. Okay, well, they never went into detail. Listen, everybody has a specific energy that they're assigned to when they come into existence, and that's what it is. That's what dominates you whatsoever. That's the energy you reflect. That's just the way things are. Now, what is a loi travail? It is a spirit. What does travail mean? It's like trabajo, right? Travail, trabajo. It is work. A spirit, a working spirit. Like loi travail. Ogu would be considered a loi that works, man. Going back to the history of Ogu, all the way back to what is it? Nago, what's it? Going back to Nago. You know what I'm saying? Going back to Nigeria. That spirit is a workaholic, man. Zakat, was it? Zakat, that is also a spirit that works, toils the fields. You know what I'm saying? Mm. I don't put none of my stuff on the website, really. Maybe I have to update that pretty soon. It's selling its soul's mate. One second. Ou semble mreme black American kono jou nan bay sa. Bon, listen, ou gen le ba follow mwen. Mreme tout kari de fom. You know what I'm saying? Pas seulement black American, non? Denye fom de avek avoye la, se wan Haitien li de. Mba kon ki sa vin la. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So listen. Let me see something real quick. All right. Yeah, y'a ba ou problem tou. Oui, fom Haitien vi dou se sa yo di. Mais y'a ba ou pile problem tou. All right, yo, listen. Ogu is great when it comes to protection, of course. So now let me see something real quick. I'm over here working, doing my videos, and I'm over here getting flirted. I'm flirting and shit. What a job. I love my profession, yo. Okay, here it goes. Mm-hmm. Mr. Leonard, how would you go about handling close family members that has betrayed you in regards to collateral damage, being that y'all have bloodline? I would be very careful with that. Mm-hmm. Because that thing can run down through the family line and start taking people that are not protected. It can hit that person potentially, but it can also hit innocent people in your family too. So I'll be careful with that. Then if you're a type of person who don't care about all that, then go to work. So be it. From Vini Boston, yeah, of course. Descend Boston déjà, right? mm. What's your intake? What's my intake on Bizango? What is my intake on Bizango? Man, listen. Everybody got their clique. Everybody got their faction, right? Everybody can go by whatever they want to go by. Of course, there's some traditional shit, but again, it's like gangs. You got one group of people that comes from this and they go set up their own shop. They label themselves under this Bizango faction. Everybody, there's so many camps, there's so many societies, there's so many. Everybody has their own faction. You can have 7 group of people over there and say that's what they repping, that's what they standing on. You know what I'm saying? That's just like gangs in Haiti. You got over here, these guys over here, you got what was it? Man, you have Genève. These guys over here from down in Delma, they say, well, we're gonna call ourselves Genève, right? Then you have Vitellon, that guy over there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, you got everybody. Listen, I wouldn't even get caught up in names, sections, and names. Okay, it identifies what type of people they are. It identifies what time they are. But as far as it being a definition, in America is the only place they focus on names and titles and shit like that. When you go down to the country, people don't even focus on shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not even going to focus on shit like that. But as far as Bizango, it's just another faction of people that have their own rituals and shit like that. That's it. Just because a person is Bizango doesn't mean that they're into the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? You are welcome. Yo, listen, hit those like buttons, man. Hit those like buttons while you're here, man. Yo, Simon, I don't listen. You need to message me here so I know who you are. You need to send me a message in my inbox and let me know who you are on Instagram so I know who you are, man. I don't know why you're blocked. Yo, who this?
I don't think you meant to do that.
No, I didn't. How did I get out of here? My bad. I'm sorry.
I got you. Don't worry about it. I can disconnect.
All right, cool. I didn't mean to do it. Sorry. Okay, all right, cool. Let me fix this real quick. All right, so listen. I reached my mark for tonight. So listen, I'm going to conclude this live. I thank everyone for participating in this live, all right? I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Deuces.